Irashaimase! Hello and welcome to Fitaurus Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Fitaurus. On the menu today, we'll be taking a look at Game Tengoku CruisinMix's DLC. CruisinMix originally released on Steam in November of 2017, and it just got its English release on the PlayStation Network for the PlayStation 4 in July of 2018. So to celebrate, I figured we'd take some time to look at the two DLC characters that are available for the game. So the two characters are only available in the Arcade Mode Plus. That's something important to note. But as we go into the Arcade Mode Plus, we can see that we can select the two new characters. There's Homura from Jaleco's Bases Loaded or Mueru Pro Yakyu game, and Clarice with Clarice Car from City Connection, or as it was known in Japan, Cruising. We'll start off by looking at Homura. So you can play the characters in any of the Arcade Mode Plus modes, the normal mode or the time attack, and they will upload scores to the leaderboard like normal. To show off what Homura can do, we'll start in Stage 3. Game Stato! So Homura is a baseball player whose main attack is his baseball swing. It's short range, but if you get close to the enemies, it deals heavy damage. However, in addition to being able to hit enemies with the baseball bat for short range, if he hits enemy bullets, he'll fire those bullets back at the enemy for massive damage. It's a really fun way to play, great for both offense and defense. His charge attack is an homage to a glitch that was in the Japanese version of Bases Loaded. So apparently you could get a really powerful home run off of the bunts in the Japanese version of Bases Loaded. So that's what his charged attack in Game Tengoku is. A bunt that becomes a home run. So if you listen at the end of the audio clip there's a home run lifted right off of the Famicom game. It's really a beautiful and fun attack to use. You've already seen it once, but his bomb is this awesome avalanche of retro carts, dropping both Famicom and Super Famicom carts on the enemy for big damage. And that is Homura Banta. He's a really fun character to use. Between the two DLC characters, I definitely feel he's actually the funner one to use. Just going around whacking everything with a baseball bat and firing enemy bullets back at them. It's a super fun, kind of high-level way to go and play, but at the same time, he kind of makes the game easy in a way as well. Moving on, let's have a look at Clarice. Clarice flies around in her Clarice car. So the main weapon we have here is her oil drums. If you've played City Connection, you'll remember that the main weapon you have, or really the only weapon you have against the police that are chasing you, are oil drums. You can fire at them, they'll spin, and then you hit those police cars and they'll fly off the screen. So it's really appropriate that our main weapon of attack in Game Tengoku would be those same oil drums. They fly out in kind of a cone pattern, but there's a little bit of homing to them, so it makes them a little easy to use. If we charge up the attack, her charge attack is a pair of Gatling guns which pop out of the Clarice car and fire a powerful barrage at the enemy. And last, but definitely not least, we have her bomb, the ultimate exploding Clarice Bomber. So like Momoko, she fires a bomb that explodes into a pinup. There are 3 different pinups that were done by different artists, and they'll deal massive damage to the enemies on the screen. There's also a sound clip when the bomb fires that's taken right out of City Connection, and some other sound clips associated with the firing or the particular bomber that we happen to be getting at the time. So, between the two, she's not like the funner of the characters to go and play, but it's still a pretty fun, great DLC character. For me, the enjoyment comes from the fact that I have a special connection with City Connection. As it was the first NES game I owned outside of the Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt collection that came with my original Super Nintendo way back when. So the game has a special place in my heart, and I'm really, really happy that they included her in Game Tengoku, as I feel it's a great shoot 'em up, and it's really fun to go and have characters that are memorable and nostalgic for you in a game like this one. Alright, well, that'll just about wrap up this look at DLC for Game Tengoku CruisinMix. So it is available on both Steam and the PlayStation 4. Hopefully they will update the English version on Steam, but at this point you can play it fully in English on the PlayStation 4. The prices for the full game and the DLC aren't necessarily great in my mind, so you might possibly want to wait on a sale, but if you like these retro cute-em-up style games, I would definitely recommend giving Game Tengoku CruisinMix a try with the DLC characters, as they're both really fun. Thank you so much for coming out and joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.